It's a cruise weekend with Charles over here. I'm over at Matchbox Motors again. We were taking a peek, just walking around his warehouse, taking a look. Everything's still sardine canned in here. Things are being worked on. It's all the stuff I've already seen before, but I'm just taking another walk around, taking a look. Maybe he got something new, maybe not, but let's go for a drive.
Can you blow this? Outside?
Yeah, go blow outside.
Like, I can.
You don't blow dandelions. We are here with my Be-1 at Matchbox Motors. But what's really cool is we got a Nissan Pao.
What's that car look like?
I don't know, look, it's blue. So there's a Pao, there's the Escargot, there's the Figaro. Gathering of 4 Pike cars. Pretty cool. I gotta take this Pao out for fuel. Alright, Marshall, let's go. Alright, this is familiar. We drove this before. So first, no handbrake. And off we go.
This car is
It's a high clutch.
dirty.
Alright,
Is there a clutch?
clutch.
What's the clutch?
Because this is a manual. You gotta step in the clutch, engage it, disengage it, I guess, and then shift into the next gear. Ooh, this pulls to the right. So I think I like this Pao more than the Be-1, driving it back to back, and especially it being a manual. You like this because, what do you like this one more? Why do you like it more?
It does a beep.
It doesn't beep. I don't know if it beeps or not, because we're not going fast enough. I love these windows. These are cool. And it's all inside. This painted interior is really cool too.
Hey, the mirrors only stays like this.
Yeah, the mirror is different. All right, we get to look at what's under the hood here. It's an E15. It's not an MA10, so this is the 1.5 liter. It makes sense because he's got to haul your mystery stuff in the back of the van, right? It's actually not that big back there.
Yeah, it's a little dirty, but it's okay.
It's still good.
There's some grass.
There's some grass in there? Yeah, that's not grass, that's pine needles.
Tiny little grass.
Pine needles are grass.
Yeah, let's go with that.
It's grass of the trees.
Yep, that's appropriate.
And there's a little turbo Figaro. It's funny how they're all exactly the same.
Wait a minute.
This looks exactly the same because they are all the same. Is this your Defender? Ooh. Sometimes we're troubleshooting a car if we're trying to plan on taking it out on a drive, but obviously these older cars, they have a little bit of a struggle and they don't want to work.
We'll be fine. What's that noise?
Don't know.
It's coming from the
It's coming from the
carburetor.
intake.
Yeah, I think it's something out of the carburetor. It's almost like a diaphragm vibrating.
Yeah.
That's totally weird. It is the breather. The valve cover breather. It's sucking the air in through that valve cover breather.
Yeah.
If I cover that up.
back off like we had it.
Take that hose back off? Yeah.
It's just an angry goose. There you go.
That's the strength of the base of the carburetor.
Every weekend, Charles would try to plan to have a little cruise. We meet up and head out from his shop, Matchbox Motors, and then we do a cruise through the back roads of Central Mass to get to a nice lunch spot. Afterwards, we can go back to his shop or we can go home. It's a fun adventure when he tries to bring a bunch of his cars out. I've been to 2 of these so far, and both times, you know, with old cars, you might lose 1 or 2 due to mechanical issues. Yeah, just little clips of random stuff going on here. I'm getting to drive a little Figaro. My first drive in a Figaro, popping around the block before we put it away. The top's seen better days, but it's not too bad. Good sample drive of one of these little things. A little handle, you squeeze that in. Oh, this one's an automatic. This one's also turbo. But this is what it looks like in here. Oh, there are seats back there. Not very useful, but there are seats back there. Little glove box. Look at this stuff in English. Face, foot, defrost, recirculate, fresh, cold, hot. All right, look at that little Figaro radio. Everything's like this nice leather stuff. So give this a whirl. Look at that nice ornate dash. This one has power steering too. I don't know if they all have power steering, but this one has power steering. Oh, there's a little MG over here. So drives really nice. Quiet. This is nice. It's really smooth. There we go. Come back in here. I don't know if they wanted me to go nose first or not. Let's find out. I got my handy dandy Be-1 service manual and stuff. And I went through here, I looked at like the idle adjustment, the idle specs, you know, distributor, advanced, whatever, all that stuff. All that good stuff that you would find in here, right? Anyways, the idle is now set properly. I was at like 1,000, 1,100 or so for idle. It's between 500 and 1,000 now, so it's like 750. It's supposed to be about 750, 850 with the accessories on. So I'm gonna turn on the AC and see what happens. There you go, you can see it idles up. That's how it's supposed to be. It's a little, I might have to adjust it a little bit more. I was messing with the timing too. However, this is so much better. Look at the pickup. And then when I go like turn, like you can see how the engine behaves and responds so much better. The kicker here is uphill. The engine has enough power to kind of like push the tranny or something and operate it. And the tranny actually downshifts properly now, as expected. So, let's see. I'm gonna go this way. And it's in the lower gear. It goes. So I'm gonna do this so it downshifts. No, it upshifts. And I'm driving. And normally it would just stay in that gear. But now it actually downshifts for me to go up the slight incline. It never did this before. It must be how the engine interacts with the transmission, and the transmission knows that there's this much power being applied. When the engine wasn't set properly, it wouldn't do enough power to make it kick down a gear. So this is way more drivable now. Not that it was a real problem before, but this is way better. What got me into messing with this? It's because I was driving Charles's Pao and Figaro yesterday. Like the engine is the same, other than the Figaro being turbocharged and stuff. It did not behave like this one. This one just felt a little bit weak, like something was wrong with it, and it wasn't running properly. So it got me investigating. I checked the timing. Well, I didn't check the timing. I just kind of manually listened by ear and adjusted the distributor. So once I adjusted the distributor and I kind of checked like the idle and everything and fine-tuned it a little bit just so it sounds like it runs better. Oh yeah, it runs better. like this. No hesitation. Awesome. And then just stopping, but not coming to a complete stop. Usually it bogs down, but it just downshifted, and this is how it's supposed to work. It's amazing. So it's really cool with these old cars where you can just kind of tinker with it a little bit, and it runs a hell of a lot better. I am enjoying this a lot more. Not that I wasn't enjoying it, but this is good. This is good. There's a few more things I do need to do. I need to adjust this transmission, the shifter, because I think it's a little bit out of alignment, because sometimes it doesn't go into the gear I want it to go to, like it's just kind of in between, and I have to jiggle it a little bit. So let's get back in here.
Your idle adjustment screw is somewhere on the driver's side here. You can look under the intake. You can go right through here. You're going to see this white plastic knob, and you're going to see this metal screw right there. Apologies in advance, it's super noisy because my cooling fan is stuck on. The thermo switch is probably stuck on, that's why it does this. So it's kind of noisy in here. I also adjusted the ignition timing by loosening this nut right here. It's a 12mm nut. I couldn't find my 12mm wrench, so I had to use this crescent wrench. And it wasn't that handy, but it is what it is. This is where you can adjust your timing. You loosen the distributor nut a little bit, and then you can rotate it backwards or forwards to advance or retard the time. I did not use a timing light. I just kind of did this by ear. I kind of turned it forward and backwards to just kind of feel what the engine would behave like when I was doing this, and then I listened for it to be in the smoothest position, and that's where I decided to lock it in. I also checked it by removing the vacuum advance right here. This is what this vacuum hose goes to. I disconnected this, started running really rough, and then it actually ended up dying.
Doing that kills it. Start it up. You can see how that runs really rough with the vacuum advance removed. Plugging it, and then you can adjust the timing on the base timing on this. Got a massive vacuum leak right now because of that little thing out. Hold on. I need a better way to do this. Tapping it off of my finger and adjusting this as needed. Not too far. This seems pretty good. Yep. So now put this back. You can see how like the engine starts to shake, like it wants to die. It's too much. Gonna move it back right where it's smooth. I think it's pretty good right there. Check here. Idle looks good. Engine is very responsive. Good. There's no knocking or anything. Sorry, I have to keep going back and forth, but I think that's where I'm gonna leave it. All right, let's take it for another drive. All right, this thing actually has pick up and go now. Come to a stop almost. Accelerate again. Yeah, that's good. That's good. It was bad at that before. All right, let's try to go. Look at that. Going up a hill. it shifts up to the third gear and I still have power to go up the hill. Something I couldn't do before. Let's try this big hill. Yeah, downshifted. Downshifted again. This is awesome. Awesome. I'm very happy with this right now. This is so much better on the highway too. Like, look at this accelerate here. This is so nice. Like, there's actually power here now in any of this power band. I'll let off. See, like, I'll slow down a little bit. The engine revs down. Step on the gas. Starts to pull immediately. I mean, we're still not winning any races, but it moves. All right.
I also had some issues with my fuel. I think this old guy is all clogged up, so I bought a new fuel filter. It's not the same exact one, but it should fit.
Looks like this. Fuel goes in the left side, goes out the right side, so it's gonna go in like this. Loosen the hose clamps.
These pretty simple.
All right, you're probably likely gonna spill fuel everywhere, so just work quickly. So this is gonna go like this. This is gonna twist this out. This old fuel line is all old and cracked. I figured it's probably time to replace it, so I got some new line. Over here, I ran the new line, put the filter in. I should probably get more line to do this one too. That looks like the return line. You can see how dark and gross this one is, so it's probably super old. I don't have this exact one with like an L configuration. It's not like a Nissan one or whatever. I don't have this one locally. This thing was like $7. I can get this from Japan for like 20, 30 something, I don't know, after shipping. So it's cheaper for me to just get that one. It fits, it's a filter, fuel flows through it, it's the same. Now that there's no fuel in there, I hope that I can just crank the engine and use the fuel pump to fill that up and suck it into the carburetor.
That's it for today, guys. Subscribe for more car content like this. I'll see you guys next time. I hope you enjoyed a preview of what a Charles Gold weekend cruise is like, and me going over quick little tune-up repairs and stuff on this Nissan Be-1. I'm kind of prepping this car ready for sale, so if you're interested in this thing, send me an email, send me a message on Instagram, make me an offer or something. I don't really have a price in mind yet, probably like $8,500. It doesn't really need anything. It could use a set of front shock.